So to start this top off, we're going to grab our category 3 yarn, make a slip knot. We're going to grab our 4mm hook. We're going to make a chain of 4. And now that we have our chain of 4, we're going to insert our hook into the first chain that we made, making a circle. We're going to slip stitch it together. And then from here, we're going to chain up 3. This counts as a double crochet. Then we're going to prepare for a double crochet. And then we're going to double crochet 6 more times into the loop. So in total, we should have 7 double crochet, including the chain 3 that we did. Once we have our 7 double crochet, we are going to chain 2. And then we're going to continue doing 7 double crochet into the same loop that we're in. Now once we have our 7 double crochet, I will be alternating colors. If you're not, you can go ahead and skip this step. But if you're alternating a color, go ahead and grab your secondary color, insert it onto your hook, and pull through. And from here, you're going to cut your first color, set that aside, and then tie the 2 tails together. And once we switched out our colors, we're going to chain up 3. This counts as a double crochet. Go ahead and flip your work. We're going to prepare for a double crochet and do 1 double crochet into the next loop, just like this. And then we're going to chain 1, prepare for a double crochet, skip the next loop, go into the second loop with 2 double crochet, skip 1, prepare for a double crochet, and keep doing this until we get to the middle. So we've made it to the middle, and what we're going to do is chain up 1, prepare for a double crochet, go ahead and do 2 double crochet into the middle. From here, we're going to chain 3, and then do 2 more double crochet into the middle. And this is what our corner should be looking like. And from here, we're going to chain up 1 and then continue doing the increases in every other loop all the way down. So I went ahead and inserted my other color that I was alternating with for the 3rd row. Go ahead and chain up 3. This counts as a double crochet. And then on each ends of rows that start off like this, we're going to chain up an extra 2, so 5 in total. Go ahead and flip your work. Prepare for a double crochet, and then into the first loop we're going to be doing 3 double crochet. And from here we're going to chain up 1, and then for the rest you're just going to be putting 2 double crochet into all of these gaps that we have until we get down here, and then we're going to do another set of 3 double crochet. And we do this increase on the ends because otherwise if we keep doing it this way it'll start to curve up, and this will keep it a little bit more blunt for us. So we made it to the other end, and we're going to do an increase of 3 into this last gap. So go ahead and do 3 double crochet. And now that we have that, we're going to be chaining 2, preparing for a double crochet, and go ahead and double crochet into that last loop that we have. And this is what we should have so far. And I will be switching out every few colors. It's not going to be a direct pattern. So we're just going to chain up 3, flip our work. And so on each ends, we're going to be doing another increase. So go ahead and do 3 double crochet into the first gap. And so from here, we're going to chain 1. And then every other loop, we are going to do 2 double crochet. And this is going to be the main bulk of the pattern. So go ahead and keep doing this until this blunt end reaches your underarms, and mine's going to be about 11.5 inches. So now that our base is roughly 11.5 inches, now we're going to start working on the tapered end sides. So from here, we're going to chain up 5, just like before. And then from here, we're going to continue doing the same pattern that we've been doing until we get to the end. That's going to be different. So go ahead and do the same pattern that we've been doing. So now that we've made it to the end, we have 1 more big gap left, and we're not going to be doing any double crochet into that gap. We're just going to be chaining up 1, like how we've been doing, and then we're going to prepare for a double crochet, and we're not going to go into that gap. We're actually going to count out 3, because remember this is a chain 5. We're going to count from the base, 1, 2, 3. Insert your hook into that 3rd chain with 1 double crochet. And from here, go ahead and chain up 3, flip our work, and then we're not going to be doing an increase of 3 into the first loops anymore. We're just going to be doing a regular set of 2 double crochet. So we're going to skip this big loop, prepare for a double crochet, and go ahead and double crochet twice into every loop, just like we've been doing, and then continuing on with this blunt pattern on this side as well. And we're going to keep doing the blunt pattern until this is roughly 4 inches. So we're not done with our blunt ends yet. We're just 3 rows in, but I just wanted to show you guys how to connect it to the previous row. The previous rows don't have the chain 5 anymore. They have the chain 3. So what you're going to do is go ahead and chain up 1, prepare for a double crochet, and then we're just going to be doing 1 double crochet into that chain that's right next to that double crochet. So we're going to count up 1, 2, 3, double crochet once into that 3rd, just like that, and then continue going back and forth. Now once we have our blunt end, what we're going to do from here is chain up 1 and cut, because we're done doing this part. And from here, the next thing we're going to do is we're going to figure out where the blunt ends end, and then we're going to try to make this part even. So as you can see, mine curves up quite a bit. We're going to even it out by doing double crochets, half double crochets until we get to the middle, and we're probably going to do 2 rows of that. But before we get started, if y'all can figure out how to make this part blunt, please let me know in the comments down below, because I have tried my best and I could not figure it out. But anyways, from here we're going to figure out where the blunt ends end, and mine are where this color starts. So we're going to insert our hook right where that is, and be sure to be careful when you're trying to figure that out, because it can definitely be a little tricky. Go ahead and grab your yarn, insert it onto your hook, and then like I said, we're going to start off with double crochets. So go ahead and chain up 3. That counts as a double crochet. And then before we get started, this is going to be a little bit different for everyone, so you're going to have to eyeball it for yourself. But with that being said, we're going to be putting whatever we're doing. So if it's 2 double crochet, 2 half double crochet, single crochet, we're going to be putting 2 into each of these gaps because we're working in the side double crochets. So like I said, we have 1 here. Go ahead and put another one into the same gap that we're in. And then from here, I'll do a few more double crochet. So I just did 3 sets of 2 double crochet. Now I'm going to start doing half double crochets. So I've done 2 sets of 2 half double crochets, and then it looks like I'm just going to be single crocheting until we get to the middle. So now that we reach the middle, to finish off this row, we're going to make sure that this other end is the same as this end. So I happen to do, not counting the middle, I happen to do 6 sets of 2 single crochet, 2 half double crochet, and then 3 double crochet. So go ahead and do your same bit on the other side. So we're going to try and even this out for 1 more row. And from here we're going to start doing some treble crochet. So go ahead and chain up 4. This counts as a treble crochet. Flip your work, and then you're going to be working once into every loop that we have. So go ahead and do another treble crochet, and then this is going to be another eyeball section, so I'll meet you once when we have this done. So I just got done evening out the bottom, and just in case y'all are wondering what my pattern was, mine was 6 treble crochet, 2 double, and then 4 half double, and then the rest was single crochet until we got to the other end, and then I just did the same pattern but reversed it, obviously. But from here what we're going to do is we're actually going to be single crocheting once down the blunt end. So go ahead and chain up 1, and then we're first going to be going into the side of this treble crochet, so go ahead and do 3 single crochet into this loop, and then for the rest they are side double crochet, so go ahead and just put 2 of them in there. And then at this point you can also start to try and weave in your ends. So now that we've single crocheted down the blunt side, what we're going to do from here is chain up 4. This counts as a treble crochet. Go ahead and chain up 1 extra, so we have 5 in total. And then we're going to prepare for a treble crochet. Then we're going to skip 1 loop and go into the next with a treble crochet. Then we're going to chain 1, prepare for a treble crochet, skip 1 loop, go into the next one. And we're going to keep doing that all the way down. Once when you make it to the end, we're going to chain up 3. This counts as a double crochet. Chain up 1 extra, so 4 in total. And then we're going to be putting 1 double crochet into each of these loops that we have. So go ahead and prepare for a double crochet. And we're going to be going into this peg where the treble crochet was. Chain 1, double crochet into the last treble crochet. Keep doing that all the way down. Once we have our first row of double crochet net, we're going to keep doing this double crochet net until it reaches about 2 inches. So once we have our 2 inches, we're going to start decreasing. So from here we're going to chain 1, flip our work, and then the first decrease that we're going to do is going to be in the 2 loops, and it's going to look like a single crochet decrease. So insert your hook into the first loop, yarn over, pull through, into the second loop, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through all 3. We're going to chain up 4 in total. We're going to prepare for a double crochet. Go ahead and go into that next loop that we have that's available with a double crochet. Chain 1, and then we're going to keep doing this until we have 2 loops left on the other end. So we have 2 loops left. What we're going to do is do a decrease, but this is going to be a double crochet decrease. So we're going to chain 1, prepare for a double crochet, insert our hook into the first loop, yarn over, pull through, into the second loop, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 3, yarn over, pull through 2. And this is how we're going to start decreasing. So from here we're just going to chain up 3. This counts as a double crochet. Go ahead and chain up 1 extra, flip our work, and then from here we're just going to be doing another 2 inches of just regular net. And now that we have our 2 inches, we're going to do another decrease. So we're going to do the same patterns that we've been doing, decreasing after every 2 inches until it comes to a complete taper. And once this comes down to a taper, we only have 1 loop left. So what we're going to do from here on out is chain up 3, flip our work, prepare for a double crochet. Then we're going to double crochet into that second loop that we have, just like that. And then from here, this is going to be our back strap. We're not going to have a string back strap. So if this isn't as long as you would like, you can go ahead and make this part as long as you would like. And I'm going to do this for probably 10 inches. And once when you're done, we're going to do the same pattern on the other side. So once when we get here, now we're going to start working on the neck mesh portions. So we're actually going to take a tape measure, put one end where the corner is, and I'm going to measure out where 3.5 inches is. And this is where I want this to start. And then this can be different for everyone. But from here, we're going to take our yarn, make a slip knot, insert our slip knot onto our hook, and then we're going to chain up 3. The first 2 count as a half double crochet. Go ahead and chain up 1 extra, so 3 in total like I said. Go and prepare for a half double crochet. We're going to skip 1 loop, go into the next loop with a half double crochet. Chain 1, prepare for a half double crochet, skip 1, go into the next. And keep doing this pattern until we get to the peak. Once we've done our first row of half double crochet, what we're going to do from here is chain up 3, flip our work, and then we're going to start decreasing on both ends. So we're not going to do anything into the first loop at all. So we're going to prepare for a half double crochet, skip the first gap, go into the second gap with half double crochet. And once we have that, go ahead and do 1 half double crochet into every loop that we have until we get to the end. So we have 1 gap left, and like I said, we're going to start decreasing. So we're going to chain 1, prepare for a double crochet, and then go ahead and just double crochet into the first chain that we have right here. And from here, go ahead and chain up 3, flip our work, prepare for a half double crochet, skip the first loop, and then half double crochet into the next. And then we're going to keep decreasing like this until it tapers in completely. Once when you decrease into every net row that we have right here, now's the perfect time to go ahead and start your neck strap. So go ahead and just make a chain that's long enough to wrap around your neck. Mine is roughly 18 inches. Once when we have both of these neck straps done, go ahead and weave in your ends. Once we're done weaving in all the ends, this is our finished piece. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. It really helps out the channel. And you can also follow me on Instagram and Twitter, both at TCDDIY. Thanks for watching, and I'll see y'all in the next one.